What's up, everybody? I'm Albie13. Okay, Ethereum is at 46.49. We looked at Bitcoin. Bitcoin was sitting at about 115,000 for one coin. And so, I don't usually make videos like this, but, I just want to obviously look at the beautiful coins and look at the beautiful precious metals. We have gold at the top left, silver at the top right, a representation for Bitcoin holdings in the bottom left, and our miscellaneous actually shown in copper at the bottom right. And so, let's see if we can get some cool looks at the coins that we have while we talk about I just talked about the prices that are current. And so when we look at gold, the price for gold was, I think, 36.46, if I'm not mistaken. So we're over $3,600 by far. We could see these are really beautiful rare coins. So I'm just going to kind of show that right now while I talk about it. So, if you're holding gold, you're a winner. Let's go over to silver. Silver is at $42 and I think 26 cents. I think it's $42.11 on the particular market price that I just saw. And so if you're holding silver, you're a winner, because silver hasn't been this expensive for a very long time. And it's gone up a lot from where you used to be able to buy silver not that long ago. Only years ago it was around $20. And if it's around $40, it has doubled in price. And so if you were holding a bunch of silver, your holdings would double in price, and that would be really good for you. If we just take a look back at gold for a second, gold was somewhere around $2,000. It's now at $3,600 and nearing $4,000. And so if we do the math again, we're almost doubling the value, the amount of US dollars that you would have if you owned gold. And so when we look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin has offered, it's a really cool little coin they sell online, but Bitcoin has reached an all-time high of something like $124,000. Right now, like I said, we're at $115,000. Bitcoin, there are conservative estimates of price, target price. They believe that Bitcoin is going to go to $125,000, up to, like $150,000. We have the high end of conservative estimates saying that instead of $150,000, that you might see a $200,000 Bitcoin, or at least $175,000, something like that. Those kinds of ranges. And if you're thinking about a high number, that could be $250,000 per coin. So that's that. And copper's copper. But the point about me bringing in, like I said, this represents the other stuff. Solana is doing well, $246 per Solana or Sol. And then when you looked at Ethereum, we just did. If you were doing well in real estate recently, real estate was very high, so you're a winner there. And the point of why this video has came together and why we live in strange times is that if you're holding anything, any of these, you're a winner, right? That's the strange times that I'm referring to. If you invest in something, then you are a winner. So it would seem to me that it would be a message for you to invest in something, anything, that would be a wise investment, of which you can figure out what to invest in. I wouldn't advise anyone on what to invest in. But what could be said is that if you're holding US dollars, inflation means that we have to pay more to purchase everything, and the dollar, it takes more dollars to buy the same thing that you used to buy in the past. And that's when you're just holding US dollars, you're not invested. So, the word has gotten out to everyone that you should invest in something, not only to make your money work for you, but as we're seeing, if your money is in silver, the value of silver is going up. So when you sell silver, you get your money back in terms of what you really should be having instead of inflation, or it takes away the money that you have. You need more dollars to buy this same silver coin. Same thing over here. If you held the gold, you would be able to sell it for more US dollars. And if you wanted to buy that same gold coin, you'd have to pay all of those US dollars to acquire it in modern times right now at $3,600. And in the future, there are price targets from, very large institutions. I think it's banks and investing experts, the big names. They say easily a $4,000 target. So that's the video. Hope you enjoyed that and you enjoyed the coins. And strange times we're living in. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Catch you on the next video.